This week on Tripping with George.
They look really, really good. The work looked brilliant. I feel confident in them.
Stack a nice stack. I need a whip that go fast.
You start getting the tattoo and it hurts a little bit. Then by the time you move into like the 5th hour, you start regretting every decision that you made up to that point that led you to where you're being in that chair with some bastard with a needle in you. So today I am going to be getting a tattoo in Bangkok, Thailand. Now the place that I picked to go and get my tattoo is a place called All Day Tattoo Studio. So I had a little look online. They look really, really good, right? They look really, really good. The work looked brilliant. I feel confident in them. Something that I would say if you're in the market for some advice is you don't want to scrimp and save on your tattoo artist, right? Like two things. One, just get a really good artist, right? A really good artist. I've had tattoos done by average artists and you just regret them and they're there forever. You end up getting stuff around them to try and make them look better. It's just, it ain't all that, right? So get a really, really good artist. Secondly, get the artist who specializes in your style. Different artists have different specialities, so you want to get an artist that matches the style of the tattoo you're going for. I've got a mandala tattoo on my leg, so I made sure I picked an artist that specialized in that, and it was a really, really good decision. I'm really happy with the work. But before, I've just gone with people that were generalists, they did pretty much anything, and the work just comes out average. So pick a great artist, and pick an artist that specializes in the specific thing that you're looking to get done. Now, price-wise, one of the things that I liked about getting a tattoo in Thailand was that it'd be really cheap. My artist in the UK, sort of 90 to 100 pound an hour. Now here, it's actually about 70 pounds an hour. There's 3,000 baht an hour. It's not far off UK prices, if I'm honest, but this is something that's going to be on your body for life. So in my opinion, just pay the little bit extra, and for me, I'm happy to pay that little bit extra money, pay the sort of close to UK prices, and just get a really, really fucking good artist, right? So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. Ha. Y'all thought you could play me? Hell no. I stack a nice stack. I need a whip that go fast. I am not what you expect. Only collecting my check off at your neck. I'm real. You switching up on our deal. I just put my hand on my steel. If I pull it out, it's done deal. Do not pull it out if you ain't gonna use it. I pull out my stick, I abuse it. None of you motherfuckers ruthless. I leave on you motherfuckers toothless. Yeah, I stack a nice stack. I need a whip that go fast. I am not what you expect. Only collecting my check off at your neck. I'm real.
If you're enjoying this, please think about giving the channel a subscribe. Super early in my YouTubing career at the moment, and every subscriber counts. So if you are enjoying this and want to follow along, please do think about giving the channel a subscribe. Thank you so much. Cool, so it's 8:15, just wrapped up the session. That was about 6.5 hours. The damage with the aftercare balm, so the total cost for the whole tattoo was 18.5k for the tattoo, 250 for the balm for the aftercare. Right, let's get something absolutely fucking straight. There is nothing big and nothing clever about getting a tattoo. It just sucks really, really bad. And the thing is, the longer it goes between getting tattoos, you forget how much it hurts, right? Like, there is a little bit of pride that goes with it. Like, there's a little bit like you gotta earn the tattoo in the culture. You gotta have the pain, but it just really, really hurts. You go through these stages when you're getting a tattoo, and it starts off with, you start getting the tattoo and it hurts a little bit. You go, okay, yeah, it does hurt, but I can take that. Then for the first sort of 2 hours, you're sort of like, I'm a G. I'm an absolute beast of a man. I could take this all day long. It means nothing to me. Keep it coming. Thought they said ribs was tough. Then by the time you get to sort of like the 3rd, 4th hour, you're flagging a bit at that point. You are starting to flag. You need a little bit of food. You need a little bit of sugar. Then by the time you move into like the 5th hour, you start regretting regretting every decision that you made up to that point that led you to where you're being in that chair with some bastard with a needle in you. So that's usually sort of like the 5th hour, and you move into like the cerebral palsy phase. So your arms start doing this shit and you start just fucking, you might have the odd dribble or something.
The cerebral palsy phase.
And then by sort of like the 6th, 7th hour in the chair, you sort of fetal position, give up. Just take me back to my creator. The emptiness, the void, just consume me back into the belly of being, honestly. Like you just give up to the point where you just see brightness, bright lights, and you just sacrifice yourself to it. It just sucks. But all day tattoo, lovely place, really nice studio, people in there really cool. English was fantastic. Go in there, you do your waivers, you do all that bollocks at the beginning, then they get the stencils out, get you ready, put the stencils on, and then you just go about your business. But as far as tattoo studios go, really nice tattoo studio. The main thing's the work. Am I happy with the work that Jong did in particular at All Day Tattoo? 100%. Was it like cheap Thailand prices? No. But this thing that I've now got on my body for the rest of my life, which hopefully if I make it across the zebra crossing, should be a considerable while. I'm gonna have it forever. So highly recommend All Day Tattoo if you're thinking about getting a tattoo in Bangkok. So one other point might be, even when you go to a tattoo studio in the UK, maybe there's a little bit of a vibe there, right? The tattooists that I go to, they're sort of like my friends. We chill out, we vibe, we have fun. And so that was a little bit different there. There wasn't really much of a vibe going on between the people getting their tattoos, between the tattooists would speak amongst themselves. So there'd be banter between the Thai tattooists, but there wasn't really much going on between like me and the tattooist, or some of the other people in there and the tattooist. And this is the thing, like not all studios in the UK or the US, whatever, are vibing, right? And you're all having a fucking laugh all day. It's not always like that. But it's just something to point out that in the UK, you might have a bit more banter. There you are sort of stuck in your world of pain on your own for a little bit. So it's just something to be mindful of, that you just gotta entertain yourself for a little bit. But yeah, look, I really hope you found my pain pleasurable and the video somewhat useful. If you are thinking about getting a tattoo in Bangkok, highly recommend All Day Tattoo. I will put a link in the description in case you want to check it out. They've got a load of artists that work there. It's over like 3 floors and you've got a couple of different artists on each floor, and all of them were cool. You go there, they're looking at your different tattoos, saying, oh, this one's nice, where'd you get this? It's a vibe. Everyone in there is super cool. Depending on whatever style you want, get the artist to match the style of tattoo that you want, right? Because I've made that mistake too many times not doing that. So they've got a load of artists specialised in a load of different styles, so highly recommend you check them out. But yeah, why not come into Bangkok, get a motherfucking tattoo.
She said that she loved me, but she wouldn't slide for me. She be standing on the sidelines when she could've ride for me. Bitch, I'm down and I keep getting better too. So when you on that fuck shit, it's an obstacle. Yeah, I stole the speed cause y'all ain't come with heat. When I really think about it, y'all don't know I got you beat. I've been in the trenches running dope for miles, shit ain't sweet. Stupid is as stupid does it, y'all amazing me. Yeah, y'all be sitting around like your health gon' fix itself, when living in your head like the thoughts is really real.